Friends, this is Miss Allen again, and what we're going to be focusing on today is sentences and how to make sure when you write a sentence that you have everything you need so that the sentence is correct. So what I've done is I have written a sentence on this board, and I'm going to read it for you, or you can read with me. Some of you might already know what it is. It says, "The kite is blue." The kite is blue, okay? So let's talk about the different parts of this sentence just to make sure I did everything correct. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 words. Between my words, I have finger spaces, and I have kind of skinny fingers. So I have 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. All right, so I've got finger spaces between my words. And looking at the beginning of the sentence, I have the word the. Now there's something special about the word the. I'm using a different kind of letter here. Does anyone know what we call that letter? Besides the letter T, is it an uppercase letter or a lowercase letter? Yes, it's an uppercase letter. We always start our sentences with an uppercase letter, okay? So that's one thing. One thing is to make sure you have your finger spaces between your words. Another thing is to make sure for our sentence to be correct, it has to start with an uppercase or capital letter. Now, it says the kite is blue. That's the end of my thought. So to show I'm ending my thought, I'm ending my sentence. And my sentence is ending with, what's this little dot here called, friends? A period. Very nice. Now, if this was a really exciting sentence, which this isn't very exciting, then I probably would put something called an exclamation point, which my class really likes, and I bet a lot of you guys do too, because you're just very enthusiastic students. But this sentence is not exciting enough for me to add an exclamation point, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a sentence that there's something missing. So, capital letter, spaces between our words, and ending our sentence. Those are important things to remember when we are writing our sentences, okay? And in order for it to be a sentence, you have to have at least 3 words, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 words, so I know that it's a sentence. And when I read it, the kite is blue, it makes sense. So it's a sentence. Let me show you a sentence I wrote that has some mistakes in it. And I'm going to let you look at this for a second, friends. Just look at it. You can try reading it if you'd like. Now I'm going to read it to you. But I bet some of you right away saw something that was wrong with this sentence. Because we just talked about what are some things that we need for it to have. And there's 2 things that I notice on here that it's missing. So first, let's read the words that we have. The cat is fat. I wanted to make some rhyming words on here for you guys. Cat, fat, okay? The cat is fat. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 words. All right, 4 words can be a sentence. Do we have spaces between each word? Yep. All right, good. We've got spaces between each word. Look and think, what is wrong with this sentence? Let's look at the beginning of the sentence. So this would be the end of the sentence, because when we're reading, we go this direction. Looking at the beginning of the sentence, what's going on here? Is that an uppercase or a lowercase letter? Yes, it's a lowercase letter. So we know that we cannot start a sentence with a lowercase letter. I am going to change that. Well, actually, I'm going to show you what you're going to do in just a second. So I'm going to rewrite this sentence down here so that it's correct, okay? And when I go to rewrite it, I'm going to fix those things that I noticed that are wrong. So the first thing that we noticed is that this is not an uppercase letter or a capital letter like it should be. So when I go to rewrite it, I'm going to make sure it's a capital letter. So there's my capital T, H, E, the, make sure I have my finger space, cat, there was nothing wrong with the word cat, cat, the cat, another word, so we need a space, is, and that's a trick word because it kind of sounds like zzz, but it's an S. The cat is fat. So let's go ahead and put a finger space, and I'm going to make my F. It's supposed to start at the top, friends. Don't do what I just did. A-T, fat. Now let's look at the end of my sentence. I'm missing something. What should I put to end my sentence? Well, it depends on how you want the sentence to be read. If you want the sentence to be read excitedly, the cat is fat, then you would put an exclamation point. Or if you're just reading it like, the cat is fat, you can put a period. What I always do is I put the period first, because you can turn a period into an exclamation point like that. Or if I was asking a question, you could turn it into a question mark like that. But it always starts off with a period, friends. So if you're not sure what to put at the end of your sentence, just go ahead and put a period, and then that is the beginning of whatever else you want it to be, if that makes sense. So now we have the cat is fat. That is a rhyming sentence, and it's a complete sentence because it has all those things that we need it to have. It has the capital letter at the beginning, the spaces in between the words, and it has a period at the end. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to try to erase this. It'll probably smear. Oh, hey, look at it. It's not smearing. All right. Okay, I'm going to write another sentence. And as I'm writing it, I want you to look at the sentence and think if you see anything wrong that's happening, okay? Okay. Now, there's definitely something wrong, because some of you might not even be able to tell what's going on right here. And I'm going to tell you why. Because what my sentence is supposed to say is, I am not mad. But I do not have a finger space between the word am and the word not. It looks like just one big word smushed together. And how is a person supposed to read it like that? We have to put spaces between our words so it's easier to read. So that's something I'm just going to I'm going to put a line right here so that when I go to rewrite it, I'm going to remember to make sure I put a space between those words, okay? So that's just, and I use a different color to help me remember as well. Let's look at the beginning of our sentence. We're going to start I. So do we have a capital letter here or an uppercase letter? No. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to, when I go to rewrite it, I'm going to make it a capital letter, okay? I, there's my capital I. Now, I still got to make sure I have my finger space. So I'm going to finger space, am not mad. Now, I did not put a space between am and not here, but I'm going to make sure I do it here, friends, so that I can actually read my sentence and it's correct. I am not, finger space, mad. Okay, am I done? I am not done, am I? What do I need to have at the end of my sentence? I would say period. Let's go ahead and say period, because if I was to read it excitedly for an exclamation point, it would be, I am not mad. But then if I say it like that, it kind of sounds like I still am mad, doesn't it? So I'm just going to say, I am not mad. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 words again, so I know it's a sentence. I started my sentence with a capital letter. I have finger spaces between the words, and I ended my sentence with something, okay? All right, let's do one more sentence. And today we're not going to have any sentences that are asking questions, okay? We'll save that for another day, because question marks can be kind of tricky to do. And sometimes we don't really know when to put our question marks, but that's a whole nother lesson. So we're just going to focus today on making sure when we write sentences that they are correct. Here we go. She is a what's that word? Big. She is a big Let's see. D, A, G. All right. What's wrong with my sentence? Let's think about this before we go to fix it. She is a big dog. Does that sound like a sentence? Yeah, it has plenty of words. I didn't say she dog. If I said she dog, well, that's not a sentence. That's just 2 words. She is a big dog. Oh, all right. First thing we got to fix here, friends. I'm going to go through. I'm going to put a line again. Got to put a space between those words. Otherwise, it looks like she is a big dog. She is a big dog. We definitely got to put a space in between those words. What else will we need to do? Look at the beginning. Is that an uppercase S or a lowercase s? And what does it need to be? An uppercase S. So when I go to rewrite it, make my uppercase S, H, E, she. It's one of our sight words that we should already know. She is, so we're going to put our space, the O pen. She is, make sure we definitely have a space here. A big B, I, G, dog. See how I'm making sure I have my spaces between all of my words. D, G. Ooh, my pen's getting all squeaky and it's starting to act crazy. There we go. We're used to that from class, aren't we? All right, I'm done, right? No, I'm not done. Thank you, friends who noticed. She is a big dog, period. So I could be, she is a big dog. I could just say it like that, or I could be like, she is a big dog. And you know what? I feel like that's going to warrant some exclamation here, an exclamation point right there. She is a big dog. All right, friends. So I think today that you've picked up on, we need a capital letter at the beginning of our sentence. We need to spell our sight words correct, friends, because we've been practicing those and you should know how to spell them, okay? If it's a sight word that we've already practiced, then you should know how to spell it, okay? She is a big dog. We have finger spaces between our words. Our sight words are spelled correctly. We tapped out the sounds for these words if we didn't know what they are. And we ended our sentence however we wanted to end it, depending on how we want our sentence to be read. So friends, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some sentences that have some mistakes in it, and you are going to have to find those mistakes and rewrite them so that they are fixed and the sentence is perfect. Do you think you can do that? I know you can. All right, friends, happy writing. Have a good day.